So it's called Grandmother, aka Gold Lame.
Gracias.
The day my grandmother died, I nominated my older sister to call my mother, to tell her what would surely shake her hand over mouth. I didn't want to watch my mother break. Didn't want to hear her voice wiggle or imagine how automatically she would backburner her own pain to begin resolving the questions being asked. What color casket? Which dress? What lip color? My mother has a knack for disregarding her own pain. When we arrived to the nursing home, her body still warm, my mother hugged her, told her the last of stories, the truth about some things, maybe. I stood outside the curtain, certain this would be the moment that body spasms would occur, or something out of a horror movie. I just couldn't bring myself to look at her. I wanted to remember my grandmother a way I didn't know her, a way only the camera's lens captured. In the 50s and 60s, the life of the party, bells hemmed into her skirt. The day of her funeral, in a town my mother grew in, a place filled with memories none of us wanted to intimately recall. The three remaining women, we sat manless in the front row full of tears. It was then that I wanted to be closest to her, wanted to smell her red door whip through the air, wanted to know how to marry a good man, had questions I had never wanted to ask until then. There is something tender about the days following death, something lovely about the way we choose to remember, the way we honor the dead by keeping their secrets, bury the unmentionable with them. My grandmother was a woman I will never fully understand, but what I know I'm fine with. She wore bracelets stacked so people could prepare for her arrival. Wore gold lame, as all divas do, and made meals I still miss, dumplings made from scratch on holidays. I feel her guide my wrist as I mix, fold potato into milk, know her better when I'm barefoot and cooking, when I'm dressing for a night out on the town, when I catch a glimpse of her shape in my frame in a window I pass by, when my creativity is all I can be. My grandmother made clothes only white women wore, snuck in stores to see the latest fashions, went home and stitched equality into wool skirts. She wasn't allowed to be as honest as this freedom allows me. Born in 1913, born blacker than she wanted to be, born poor. So these words, these poems, this stage, the way I wear my life, loud and effortless, this life of art and cell phones, of internet and fast cars, this bold sass is for everything she couldn't be, is the party she wasn't invited to. I hope I sound like her favorite Bible verse. No, somebody hears the bells beneath my skirt. No, someone sees her sway in my hips. My closet is an altar, smells of incense. My linens still hold her imprint.